Come on! Football!
All right, gentlemen. It's time to break down. Now we did the Jeremiah's former team, the Buffalo Bills. Now it's time for Alex's former team, the San Francisco 49ers.
You're welcome.
Not the prettiest performance, but I'm bringing some tape for you guys to look at here. And I feel like we're going to look at the positives largely. We're going to start with a negative offensive play for the 49ers, but there were some good things in there. I think the narrative is the Niners were garbage and Brock Purdy is this or that, but you guys tell me. I feel like there was a lot more good than bad for the 49ers in this game.
Anytime you find a way to win, there's a lot more good than bad, right? Regardless of how you got there, in the playoffs, it's either W or Cancun, right? There's no other option, and they found a way to win, and great teams find a way to win in unpredictable, crazy games in the playoffs, and regardless how you get there, that's all that matters. Just win at all costs. It doesn't matter. This isn't the college football playoff. They can't kick you out. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Florida State.
Yeah, sorry, Florida State.
Kick you out.
They can't kick you out here deemed off of injury.
Saints, listen, we were going to let you in, but just can't. I just fucking can't right now. We just can't. As a committee, we feel you're not good enough.
In my feelings.
Wouldn't that be great if all of a sudden you made the playoffs, but a committee could overrule it? Listen,
an NFL playoff committee.
We don't like this matchup.
Hey,
You're
Steelers. I know you guys have Mason Rudolph. Like,
it's gonna be.
Let's give it to someone else. We don't want to see you. We don't want to see you.
We're gonna put the Chargers back in. We feel like there's a little bit of spark there at the end of the season. By the way, go to OLineCommittee.com for all your offensive line lifestyle merchandise, your pancakes, shirts, your Clean Pocket Club, and follow the O-Line Committee on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Hit that like button, subscribe button on the YouTube channel, and away we go here, boys. All right, so things started kind of rocky for the Niners. They were trailing early, so we're gonna start with the rocky here, and then we'll dive into some of the good stuff that they did.
Overload front, always the best way to start the video. I love this. Here we go. We're trying to get a matchup, or we're going to create a twist somewhere. Let's see what happens. Oh, we're trying to get, oh, my God. Young man, stay up.
So this is, I don't know why you would ever overload away from Trent Williams.
I know.
But, like, this stunt game is really hard to do. So if you go back to the top, right,
You want the wide or
no,
do you want
no, behind.
So the way you identify these overload fronts is pretty simple, really, like from an identification standpoint. You say, hey, right side, you're locked up money. 3 bigs, right? Center, right guard, right tackle. Y'all are big here. You got this.
Yep.
Left guard, see number 7, see number 34, see number 36. You sort this triangle. Right, you sort this triangle. Anything that comes into this gap, you got them. If nothing happens, either help your tackle or slide back inside here to help any type of game or looper coming from the right side. They even have Kittle over here, like, hey, just chip your way out. That's Preston Smith. He's playing really well. But when they bring 94, the over the nose, all the way back around to the outside, it puts this tackle in a bind because right now the tackle's thinking, earn my money. I'm one-on-one. Right, like I got to be big boy here. So you see 65 slides over there. He comes down right here. 71's not even really looking for this, and it just kind of falls into this natural pick where Trent's not expecting it, and then bang, right there. 65 actually does a really nice job, but because of the pressure created by Kenny Clark over here, it forces Brock Purdy right into that, and that's what they're hoping. They're hoping that some guy on the right can win a one-on-one matchup that forces them back into the loopers 94 to force Purdy into that sack. It's just a really good execution by the guys up front, everyone trusting the other guy to do their job.
And I can almost assure you that the Lions are going to do it this week.
Yep.
So basically, throw some weird stuff at Brock Purdy early, throw him off his game potentially. It was kind of the.
Well, if anything, if you noticed that, like, that last play was designed to basically mess everybody up, but Trent. Like, they're not going to beat Trent, but everybody else is, like, in a spinning world, and it becomes a different. It's hard.
All right, so we're dusting ourselves off here.
Here we go.
This is a big time play because, again, Kenny Clark is.
I love these
just,
motions.
Not Kenny Clark, excuse me. 94. Like, he just puts his big boy hat on and says, I'm going right through your teeth. Hey, 65, buckle up. I'm coming, right? He understands the ID's going away, right? This is one where if you're looking at linebackers, you're going, hey, I'm IDing, I'm going to the left here. But they go, hey, that's Kenny Clark. We're sliding to Kenny Clark, right? Like, that was the ID here is we're going to Kenny Clark here because he's the best rusher. And so they slide here. 65's laid out of his stance. No hands. No hands. What we talked about against Deion Dawkins, if you allow a defender to have your hands down and you allow a defender into your chest and then he starts pushing. Good luck. Good luck. I don't care who it is. These dudes are so big, so fast, so strong. If they control your chest, the rep is over. Right? He gets his hands, and right there's 94. You see his hand on the back of his jersey trying to pull him down to anything. You just can't stop it. So he gets into his face. But this is an absolute beautiful throw by Brock Purdy. Like,
By the way, that's
it's
a
just
rookie.
blind. Yeah, good luck.
Carl Brooks.
Carl Brooks. I mean, you're trying here, right? But he comes through here. Watch, this is a blind throw. This is trust in your timing, trust in your routes, because he doesn't see it. We just saw from the back end. He's got a big gold helmet directly in his eye line.
Right.
And he's just like, I know my guy's there
and
somewhere.
He's throwing it to a spot right
Yep.
here.
Trusting your receiver that he's going to get there. Identifying the coverage, right? He identified the coverage from the snap and knew where he wanted to go.
That's a great throw, man.
That is
That's a great
dot.
throw.
That literally splits the numbers on his jersey.
Right. Watch from the end zone copy again when he releases this ball. Watch where his eye line and watch where his vision is. Right? Just watch it. He doesn't see this. This isn't like I know this guy's open. This is an anticipation throw, trusting your system, trusting where your guys are at, right? I identify the coverage. Like Kittle's not even out of his break yet. Right there, Kittle gets out of his break, and then he's got no like he's got
just a meat hook up in
Yeah.
his face right
He's got
here.
he's just full trust in my receiver's gonna be there. Right? That's a big time throw by Brock.
That
Purdy.
is a big time throw. In a big time game, too. Look at that. Ooh.
Right on the numbers. The Spirit would have killed him.
Oh, God. Give me more.
Takes a shot too. This was a
He sure
physical football game.
This next one's going to be even more physical.
Yep.
Get ready.
3-by-1. Here comes the pressure look. Purdy rolling.
That's another one, man. On the run.
On the run.
This is a
Dude.
great job rolling away from pressure too. Right?
Hey,
They
same
identify
thing.
Overload
It's got
front.
overload,
Three
see the
bigs.
threes,
We're going to the
and
left. Yep, we're going to the left. Right guard, you're over
right
7 here.
Yep, we're
Right?
5-0. 5-0, baby.
Yep, 5-0 the live long day.
Oh,
Come on,
this is-
Feliciano.
this is 5-0, like
Five
this.
bigs.
Yes.
Right
As long
here.
as he's touching the center, you can call 5-0 because the only problem becomes if no one's touching the center, then everybody has to look in and go, well, where are you going? You know what I'm saying? That's why the minute this nose is on the center, he'll just 5-0 it to make it easy. But look, what do we talk about? The overload invites massive twists because they know you're all on an island. But what I love is how they just fucking bottle this shit up. Like, hey, we'll just keep throwing you idiots into each other. And Brock Purdy just throws a freaking 40-yard dime.
This is
McCaffrey coming in here too to help bottle things up.
This is the same idea as last time, Mac. Remember I told you they want to create chaos on the overload side and then force him into the guy that's looping. But the right tackle does a phenomenal job of flattening the penetrator, number 95, and throwing him into the looper, right? Like we saw Trent. Trent got creased a little bit coming inside, which allowed the looper to get outside. Right here, that's McKivitz, right? Boom, great
he
inside
punches
hand
him.
punch, throws him into the looper, creates a big pile, which allows Purdy to then escape outside the pocket here, which then if you have one-on-one coverage down the field for too long against this group of receivers, someone's getting open.
And
Right, someone's getting open on the run, rolling to his right. Purdy drops a dot in here to George Kittle.
the only thing that can stop the twist or penetrator is your strike. So if you don't punch him, the twist will automatically win because they're just going to start knocking dudes around. But if you punch the penetrator like you just saw, he runs into the looper. The rep is over. People don't know that, and it's kind of bothering at times.
Smoked on this one.
Dude. So we talk about it with the rookies a lot. If you open Pandora's box as an offensive line where you can't pick up a stunt or you struggle picking up a blitz, the other team is going to dial it up early and often the next game. Right? So the Niners had a little bit of chink in their armor in their protection game with the stunt game this week. I promise you, if you're watching this, when you turn on the Lions versus San Francisco tape on this weekend, the first third down, there will be a stunt. There will 100 billion% be some sort of line stunt, some sort of blitz stunt, because they're going to test this offensive line to go, did you fix your issue from last week? And if you didn't, buckle up.
It's
It's going to
coming.
be a
I don't-
long game.
And as the resident fan media nerd here, I don't retain everything you guys explain to me here, as you know. But one thing I can retain is when you walk up to the line of scrimmage and see this gaping hole, someone's going to fill it, right?
Yep.
Someone's coming around, someone's coming inside. There's games to be played.
The easiest form is yes, because we don't want to leave a massive void in the middle. See how it eventually starts to close itself, and here comes your twist right there.
Bang.
And like Jay said, we call it opening Pandora's box. And if you open that box, Tony used to be like, "You guys don't know," and all of a sudden, like, you would see that same exact look, but there'd be 10 different variations the next week. And Jay's right. If you don't stop it, it only gets worse, and they continue to pile it on. But think about this too. If that's the only form that they're beating you with, and they don't have to blitz their linebackers, now it becomes an even bigger issue. Dude, seriously.
Dude, look at this.
This, first of all, Juszczyk saves this play. If you recall, the play clock is running down to like nothing, right? And he checks. He actually flips this play. It was originally supposed to go to the left, right? It was supposed to go to the left, and Purdy got up and flipped it. And Juszczyk, the tight end's kind of looking like, do I go in motion? He goes, stay.
Okay.
And he's the reason that this thing didn't get a delay of game. Right. And I mean, we're not going to see it from here, but he's yelling at him like, because look, this tight end's like, hey, there's a motion on this. My guess is it's a return motion. My guess is he's supposed to like come across the ball and then come back and end up in the exact same spot. Yeah. But Juszczyk sees the play clock, tells him to stay, so he doesn't move, so they don't get an illegal what would that be? Snap infraction, or I can't think of the word. CT.
Well, delay of game, or
delay of game, or even illegal motion or something like that.
I know what you mean. Yeah, somebody moving.
Yeah, someone moving for the snap. But this is why I tell my offensive linemen, don't watch Trent Williams. Right? This is the kind of nonsense he can get away with. Right? Like he sees pressure coming off the outside here, which is why. So he anticipates crossface from Van Ness here. This is a rookie going against the vet. I'm just going to claw you down on the ground. Right, like I'm gonna double chop both you down, and you come down here and you just get baptized. Right,
like
I baptize you in the name of the Trent Williams Church. Like, welcome, you've made it.
Welcome, young friend. Please don't hurt me.
He's gonna powerbomb him into the
dirt.
But
Dude,
this is, I mean, the great job.
Get out of here.
The center and the left guard make this play because they stop the slants. Right, they stop the slants. 93.
Look at the left guard's jump.
Yep,
look how fast he gets off the ball.
93's job is to get across the center's face. He has to get across to cover up the A gap here.
Look at that.
He gets scooped up by the guard, right? And then 7's in a bind because 7's actually supposed to be scraping downhill. He gets on a bind. 96 is looping. Feliciano does a great job of running him with the reach. And then 26, you got to make this tackle, bud. But that's easier said than done.
That's one of the greatest running backs.
Right, that's way easier said than done, man.
Yeah.
And then Ayuk coming across the ball here. This is as pretty as a picture you can get here with Ayuk coming across, and I mean a little bit blocking the back here, but I mean you don't call that in the playoffs. And then McCaffrey
you don't.
Off to the races. Oh, it's a thing of beauty, poetry in motion.
I feel like if that's on the outside of the numbers, you call a block in the back, but you don't see that being called in the middle of the field.
No.
Playoff game,
especially with the fact now that there's not an umpire standing in here and they're both behind the ball back here. It's hard for them to see that. Shit. But yeah, the center and the left guard are what make this play go. The center being able to get up here and seal on 7, and then McCaffrey just doing McCaffrey things, making a safety, missing the hole.
I know you guys have to run here, so just 30 more seconds. Let's do one more play. 30 more seconds.
Uno más, por favor.
Look at Juszczyk doing Juszczyk things here, too.
Here it is.
Oh, my gosh. Again, center left guard. Center left guard, baby. Cut the defense. They're running full zone on the right here. Double tight, right? We call this double tight when you have the two guys over the guard here. Feliciano does a great job of putting it on the center. Center reaches here, and then he gets up. That's a gaping hole.
34, that's a shitty tackle. I'm going to be honest with you, dude.
34, you got to make this play.
You have to make this. There's nobody in the middle. You are the last resort. Look at this hole just open up, and there's
He's just
nothing.
throwing his body. Like,
no, you have to come in and tackle, dude. But go back to Jay's point. Go back to the start of it. Feliciano does a great job.
The right guard.
He's the one that makes this play go because he's the one that gets the center on and then climbs over to 7, which allows a massive pile up back here. See how he hits him right there and the center just wrenches him down? That's where the cut starts, and that's what allows this play to get. Dude, and I love John. John's the man, dude. Wow, man.
And we spared Packers fans a look at the Jordan Love across his body throw there.
Brett Favre has got his
I can do it better.
This isn't Detroit, it's the Super Bowl.
You throw it this way, and then you go wear Wrangler jeans. Right? Like, you throw it this way, you go wear Wranglers.
Put on
Don't
your
forget your copper fit. Don't forget your copper fit.
Niners,
right.
Hey, man, Niners, Lions,
Oh,
Ravens,
it's gonna be
Chiefs.
epic.
It's going to make up for an all-time conference championship weekend right here.
Injected.
Give
All
it
right,
to me.
Jeremiah Sirles, Alex Boone. I'm
Work
Phil
time.
Mackey. So the O-Line Committee. OLineCommittee.com for all your offensive line lifestyle merch.